Diode is the ingestion layer that sits between your network and NetBox. Without it, auto discovery doesn't work. In this video, I'll show you how to deploy the diode server from scratch just in a couple of steps. Before that, a quick recap of our pipeline. The op agent discovers our network devices, in our case via SNMP, and sends that data to diode. Diode then reconciles this against what is already in NetBox and only push what is new or has changed. Essentially, diode is our intelligent middle layer that keeps NetBox clean and up to date automatically. Diode is built by NetBox Labs, the same company behind NetBox. It runs as a set of Docker containers, including an ingester, a reconciler, an auth service, and an nginx proxy. We don't need to install each of these components individually. There is a quick start guide that handles all of this for us. What I have done is that I have created all the steps that we need to install Diode from scratch. Let's go through these steps and understand exactly what we are doing. Step 1, we will install Docker. Recall we said Diode runs as a set of containers. What that means is that we will need Docker installed. In my case, I'm using an Ubuntu server running 24.04. These steps work for 22.04 and 26.04. So the first command will install Docker. Then we would add our current user to the Docker group. By default, only the root can run Docker commands. So if we don't add this command, we would need to prefix every Docker command with sudo. Then our last command right here will apply the group changes immediately in the current terminal session. In step 2, we are creating the diode working directory under /opt. The chown command that you see here gives your current user ownership so that you can write files without sudo going forward. Then we navigate into that directory. That is step 2. Then we proceed to step 3, where we download and prepare the quick start script. There are 2 commands. The first command on line 19 pulls the official quick start script directly from the NetBox Labs GitHub repository. Once we have this, we use the chmod command to make this executable. Then we proceed to step 4, where we execute the script with our NetBox server address. This is the key command. We pass in the URL of our NetBox instance, then the script handles everything, downloads the Docker Compose file, generates the environment config, and most importantly, it would create the OAuth 2 credentials. We will see what the credentials entail. Now, when we execute this script, there are 3 key things that we should look out for. First, we should get confirmation that the environment setup is complete. Second, the script should then tell us to start Diode with Docker Compose app-d. And the third one, it would give us a client secret that would use to communicate between op and Diode. We'll see that. Step 5, we just start Diode and we check that all our containers are up. Step 6, we check our credentials. We will look at these credentials in the client that's credentials.json file. There are 3 credentials that we expect to see. Then step 7 is our verification. On the diode server, we check that port 8080 is exposed. Then from our NetBox server, we confirm that we can reach our diode server on port 8080. So now that we know the steps that we need to go through to install our diode server, let's navigate to the terminal of the server and apply these commands. So we have our server. First, we'll install Docker. This will take about 30 seconds to install. If you already have a server that has Docker and Docker Compose installed, you do not need to do this. So let's just give this a couple of seconds as it runs the script and installs Docker. Once we are done with this step, we add our remaining two commands to complete our step 1. Okay, so we have Docker installed. We add the command to add a user to the Docker group when we make sure that this applies to our current session. Step 1 complete. Then we go to step 2, where we create our diode working directory. So we create it, then we navigate to our directory. Step 3, we download and prepare our quickstart script. So we have our script right here. If you do list, we see our script. Then we make this executable. So we are done with our first 3 steps. Let's clear our screen. Now, to step 4, if we come back to our steps, step 4, we execute this script, and we do this with the IP address of our NetBox server. What that means is that we must have a NetBox server or instance deployed. In our case, we have this fresh NetBox server, clean installed, no data, and its IP address is 3.10.49.30. So now let's come back to the terminal of diode. Then we execute our script. Nice. So 3 key things. It says that the environment setup is complete, which is good. It tells us to start diode with this command, which is fine. And it gives us a secret. It says diode ingest. We would need this if we are configuring the op agent. So op needs to send some data to diode. Diode needs to ingest that. That is where that credential comes in. But as I said, there are other credentials that we would need, and we'll look at those. So step 5, let's start diode. This may take about a minute or 2, but not more than that, definitely. So we are seeing that we are pulling our containers, 7 of them. We have the auth, we have the ingest, we have Hydra, we have the reconciler, we have Nginx, and we have some DB instances. All right, all done. That was fast. So let's check the containers that we have. So let's do Docker Compose PS or Docker PS. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have all our containers running and healthy. So the last step, let me clear the screen. So step 6, we will look at our credentials. There are 3 credentials that we see here. The first one is the diode ingest. This is what the op agent would use to push discovery data into diode. So in the video where we set up the op agent, we would need this. The second one is NetBox 2 diode. NetBox 2 diode. So if we look at this, our pipeline, NetBox 2 diode. This credential is what the NetBox Diode plugin, which we'll install, we use to communicate with the diode server. So when we are setting up the plugin, we'd have the plugin config in NetBox and we would need this credential. That is why it is NetBox to Diode. Then we have Diode to NetBox. This is used internally by the Diode reconciler to write data back to NetBox. You don't need to touch this one. So now let's proceed to step 7, where we check that Diode is actually opened on port 8080. All right. So now when we do a curl to localhost, which is the Diode server itself on port 8080, it outputs something. The 404 from Nginx that you see here is expected. This one. It is simply because Diode does not serve a web page at its root. It only exposes the gRPC endpoints, not the browser UI. So this is expected. It is good. Now, the last verification would proceed to our NetBox server and do a curl to our Diode server to confirm reachability. So we are on our NetBox server now. We do the curl and we confirm that indeed we can reach the Diode server on port 8080. So now we have Diode deployed, running, and ready to receive data. In the next video, we'll install the Diode plugin on NetBox Docker and configure the connection between NetBox and the Diode server using the NetBox to Diode secret that we saw. If you found this video helpful, kindly subscribe to this YouTube channel and like the video. Thank you.